So I was watching a clip from Undisputed featuring Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless from yesterday, and things got a little feisty, a little feistier than usual. So people ask me, why do you do videos outside of NBA basketball? To answer the question, it seems like some of the supporters of the platform, they love it. People that also support me also watch other content, other sports videos. I know I'm not monopolizing the market just yet. I will one day, though, but not just yet. I get people, like what they like for their sports content. They always do good. These videos always do good viewership. So we're doing it. Every now and then I'll tune in to other people. I'm not just so arrogant that I only watch myself. I only get sports takes for myself. I've told y'all in the past, because I've worked on debate television shows and interned, I have an interest for it. I love it. I used to work at ESPN. Everybody knows that stuff. I've said it many, many times on this platform. So I do watch other people. And I think, if nothing else, Undisputed is very entertaining. And I believe Shannon Sharpe has some really good football knowledge when he gets into his bag. So I was watching a clip from yesterday's show, and Skip and Shannon, for some odd reason, continue to give Baker Mayfield segments on their show. And things got really feisty. Now, I've seen some intense sports debate conversations over the years, but this one felt a little different for a couple different reasons. They never finished the topic, like, after all of the arguments and all of the back and forth, they never really gave each other the opportunity to get into the topic, which was a little abnormal. Usually, sometimes these things feel scripted when these sports television shows, they go back and forth in the debate style, and these personalities. Obviously, sometimes I remember with Marcellus and Nacho's show, it would literally feel like they pre-planned their takes. Now, I don't know if Shannon and Skip are doing it to the T, but there have been times where I felt like the content has felt scripted. But this one was a little different. They never really got into the actual debate. And what happened pretty much was Shannon Sharpe started talking, and Skip Bayless was like, I don't want to hear it, pretty much. He got into this childish bag. So here's what I've noticed over the last couple years. As Shannon Sharpe's brand and his personality has grown, he begins to cut Skip Bayless off more. That's what typically happens, right? So Shannon Sharpe will talk for the first 2-3 minutes of a segment. It looks like Skip Bayless always wants to go second. So Shannon will talk for 3 to 4 minutes, and then Skip he's supposed to get the next 3 to 4 minutes afterwards. But what usually happens is Shannon talks for 3 to 4 minutes. After the first minute of Skip talking, Shannon will cut him off. And then, Skip will try to find ways to get to his point within the 10 to 15 minute segment, however long it goes, right? It does differ depending on the topic, the importance, where it is in the show. But when they did this Baker Mayfield topic yesterday, it was Shannon trying to talk, and Skip Bayless, he's picked up this childish trait over the last few months where he'll start going, blah, 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 blah. It's really childish. He's an older guy. I used to work with Skip. He's an older gentleman. The fact that he's even doing that is just childish to me. It seems like it's his new thing. It's just childish, right? It's very entertaining, but very childish. I was very entertained, by the way. Anywho, he never allowed Shannon to talk, and he just kind of kept cutting him off, and then he ended up talking. And a lot of people were talking about it online. I'm not even going to lie to you. It was viral. It was one of the trending topics on Twitter. It floated all around Instagram. A lot of people were talking about just the nature of the. It got personal towards the end. Shannon was like, you don't know a thing about football. Skip brought up his Twitter followers. Again, do I believe these two gentlemen hate each other? No. I do believe there is a chance that there is a little bit of tension. Again, I don't know if there's a big tension. The show's about to go down the drain. I think that, because at the end of the day, Shannon and Skip are the best thing for business for each other right now, to the best of my knowledge, right? I don't think any of these gentlemen's platforms, their podcasts, I don't think they're big enough, anywhere near big enough, to command the amount of branding and attention that they have with Undisputed, especially the clips. The clips do really good online on YouTube. They do really well. So many fake pages of Undisputed clips. They do millions of views on their channels, but if you look at all the fake YouTube channels of Skip and Shannon, they're doing hundreds of millions of views a day on their content. So their brands are out there. People know their takes. So the brand is it's too good to me for them to separate right now. So they just got to deal with each other, pretty much is what I'm trying to say, because they're the best thing for business, for each other. I don't know if there's tension, but it did look a little interesting. I will leave it at that. I want you guys to chime in and tell me what you thought of it. If you do, check the clip out. Again, they're talking about Baker Mayfield, who stunk it up again against the Baltimore Ravens over the weekend. For all my football fans out there, Baker was awful. By the way, I'm a big football fan as well. Nowhere near as much with the football as basketball, but I watch football every given Sunday. I love it. Yeah, Baker was bad against the Ravens. Awful. He came in later again the last week and made some plays and got to start again. And he was awful against the Ravens for the Panthers. And Skip and Shannon went on TV to try to talk about it, but it went nowhere. They kept cutting each other off. Shannon started playing the Childish game that Skip was playing. It was interesting. It felt like it went a little further than it usually go. Let me know, do you think there's some real tension brewing here between Skip and Shannon? I've never met Shannon. I got ultimate respect for the brother. I love where he come from. I represent that type of story. So I got nothing but respect. Skip is a guy who I tell the story all the time. For those who don't know, you will never hear me really say anything bad about Skip, just for the simple fact of my last day at ESPN, Skip Bayless was one of the people that told me, hey, man, I think you're a phenomenal talent. You need to go chase your dreams. This is not for you. I promise you, that's what he told me. So usually you don't hear your boy FERRO have any bias in any fight because I don't lead with bias. But I will tell you, anytime there is a little bit of bias, and I can't 100% be honest about Skip because he did give me some really good advice. You know, that was some personal stuff that he didn't have to do for me. And it made my decision that I was going to make anyway. It didn't make it a lot easier, and it was like a little bit of a confirmation. So there is that there with Skip. But, I mean, I can tell you this. He was very childish the way he handled himself in that debate against Shannon Sharpe. And it's something that he can starting to do more and more. And I don't think there's anything brewing majorly between the two, but it was something. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section below.